Hi, and welcome to the Bible Tribe. Word of the day. I'm Denise Pass with Seeing Deep Ministries, where we see deep in a shallow world and overcome the battles of the mind with the Word of God. It's not what is expected that ensures a job is well done, but what is inspected. And when we are accountable and do what God has commanded us, we will be blessed. A reading in the book of Exodus, chapters 37 through 40, and the verse of the day is Exodus 39:43. Then Moses inspected all their work. When he found it had been done just as the Lord had commanded him, he blessed them. The word of the day is commanded. It is the Hebrew word tsaw-vaw. It means to charge, give orders, to ordain. Moses was overseeing all of the work of the tabernacle, from the smallest detail to the largest. Thus, all the work of the tabernacle of the tent of meeting was finished. And in Exodus 39:43, Moses inspected the work of God's people to see if they had done as God had commanded. The word command is not a favorite word in our day. Obedience is seen as according to the one obeying rather than the one commanding. We live in a culture that is apathetic and seeks to do bare minimum rather than excellence. But God's commands are not optional. And what is intriguing to me to consider is that God commands, and yet he gives us free will to obey or not. His commands stand whether or not his people follow them, but they will bear the consequences of obedience or disobedience. There's a blessing that comes with obedience. Sometimes we can begin to be a part of a Christian culture rather than in a thriving relationship with God. We naturally drift to religion rather than relationship. We can classify ourselves as believers because of what we say we believe, but our actions prove our beliefs. I used to say when my children were small that it wasn't what I expected, but what I inspected that revealed whether they were obedient or not. Somehow the inspector can feel like the bad guy for holding people to a standard, but we cannot say we have a standard if we do not keep that standard. And it is not a blessing to let people do subpar work. Romans 2:13 says, "For it is not the hearers of the law who are just before God, but the doers of the law will be justified." Hypocrisy is born when we don't do what we say we believe. Do what you said you would do, and more importantly, do what God said to do. You will be blessed indeed. Go with God and his precious word, friends. Join us tomorrow in the book of 1 Kings.